Intermittent Fasting 24 diet plan. Let's talk about it. So the first thing that you need to do when it comes to setting up a diet plan while intermittent fasting for weight loss, we always need to figure out how many calories our body needs in order to lose weight. So in order to do that, we do need to use an online calorie calculator. Of course, there are other ways of doing this, but just to keep things a little more simple, we'll use an online calorie calculator. If you don't know where to find one, I will leave a link to the exact calculator that I use down in the description, or if for whatever reason you don't like the one that I use, you can always find another one for yourself. They all pretty much do the same thing. So if you guys decided to use the one that I use, the very first thing that you need to put is, of course, your age, your gender, your height, your current weight, and where it says activity level, I always put sedentary. And the reason I do that is because if you decide to select the other options besides sedentary, that is going to change your caloric needs because it's basing it off of your activity level. So that is the reason why I keep it on sedentary, so that we can just keep everything simple and straightforward and avoid confusion. So once you do that, go ahead and hit calculate, and depending on the information that you put for yourself, it is going to show you how many calories that you need in order to maintain your weight or to lose half a pound to a pound to 2 pounds a week. This is obviously the part where you make your own decision, but if you wanted my recommendation, I would just go for 1 pound per week. It's not too slow and it's not too fast, just right. So assuming that you decided to go for 1 pound per week, I highly recommend that you guys use a calorie tracking app, just to make your job easier in terms of tracking your calories. But if you don't like apps, you can always do it the traditional way by writing it down on a little notebook or piece of paper. But if I were you, I would stick with an app just because it's always available since it's on your phone. So that is totally up to you. Now that we have that out of the way, when it comes to the 24 fasting schedule, when is the best time to set it up? For me personally, I would set it up closer towards the evening, simply because it's closer to bedtime. I do prefer to be sleeping a majority of my fast so that I don't have to think about anything, and I definitely suggest that you do the same. Again, that's up to you. If you can handle setting up your eating window earlier, like the morning for example, and you're okay with fasting pretty early up to bedtime, by all means go ahead. But again, to make the job easier, keep it close to bedtime. So that would mean your first meal would be anytime after 12 p.m. Now, what should you eat during your 4-hour eating window? I don't really like talking about what you should eat because everybody's different. If I told you to eat salads all the time, I know that not everyone's gonna do that. That's not realistic. So I'll just say this: stick to healthy food and stay away from junk food. So for snacks, instead of eating chips, instead of eating M&Ms, eat bananas, eat an apple, eat grapes. When it comes to breakfast, skip out on the cereal, skip out on donuts, and eat something more healthy like oatmeal, eggs, a bowl of fruit. The list goes on. And for lunch and dinner, keep things balanced. Choose a lean meat. That could be chicken, turkey, fish, whatever lean meat you prefer. Throw a little bit of carbs in there. That could be rice, that could be potatoes, beans, and then top it off with some healthy fats. That could be nuts, that could be avocado, whatever it is that you prefer. Also, when setting up your meals, I do like to imagine a plate divided into 3 portions, so that way I know that I'm not having too much of something or too little. Because if I don't imagine it like that, my meals usually end up having more calories than my body needs, therefore I'm not going to lose the weight. So imagining it like that helps. And last but not least, be consistent, sit down, and be patient. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. And if you guys would like to learn more about intermittent fasting for weight loss, be sure to check out this video right here. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video or are new to the channel, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and tap that notification bell so that you never miss out on any future videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a like if you found it helpful, and comment down below letting me know, are you doing a 20-hour fast? And with that said, I will see you guys next time.